So the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree trailer just dropped a couple days ago, and I am hyped to say the least. While there are already tons of amazing videos dropping, teasing apart every frame of the trailer, in this video I just want to focus on one big part of it, the lore of Messmer the Impaler. At least what we're able to piece together so far. And I think a good place to start is by looking at Messmer's eyes. It's immediately noticeable that his left eye is closed, which is similar to another character that we are very familiar with, Melina. This has led some to speculate that there may be some connection between these two characters. Perhaps Melina and Messmer could be another pair of twins born from Marika, much like Mikola and Melania, or Moog and Morgott. Saying all those names out loud also makes me realize just how partial Marika was to M-based alliteration for her twins, and Messmer and Melina both certainly fit in that regard. Anyway, this connection to Marika at the very least seems further hinted at by Messmer's red hair, which is very similar to Radagon and his progeny. It's all impossible to say for now, of course, but it's interesting to consider. So now that we've talked about Messmer's left eye, let's have a look at his right eye, which is open and is characterized by its yellowish color and reptile-like slit pupil. There's some speculation that this eye may indicate that Messmer has some sort of connection with the dragons or dragon communion, since the eye is quite similar to the ones that our Tarnish can develop after consuming 4 dragon hearts. Some have even posited that Messmer could be the result of Marika choosing a dragon as a consort to sire children. However, before committing to that idea, it's worth also noticing another prominent theme of Messmer's design: snakes. In the trailer, Messmer's body is enveloped by 2 large reddish serpents. There are similarly also 2 snakes adorning his helmet. So is Messmer's eye a dragon eye, or instead a snake eye? For now, I would lean towards the latter, since snakes are clearly a deliberate theme of his design. And speaking of snakes, in Elden Ring, snakes are associated with fire and treachery to the Erdtree. For example, from the descriptions of the serpent god's curved sword and the spell Magma Shot, we learn of an ancient religion formed around a now-forgotten serpent deity that served as the basis for Rykard's magma hexes. We can also learn from the description of the Duelist Helm and Gravekeeper Cloak, for example, that the snake is viewed as a traitor to the Erdtree. So if Messmer is so intertwined with creatures considered traitorous to the Erdtree, and clearly fond of blasphemous fire magic, you would assume that he would stand in opposition to the Erdtree. But interestingly, some dialogue from the trailer seems to indicate the opposite, that Messmer is in fact aligned with the Erdtree. Towards the end of the trailer, for example, an unknown character says, "Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame." As we know, grace and gold are both symbols of Marika, the Erdtree, and the Golden Order, so this line positions Messmer clearly on the side of the Erdtree, rather than in opposition of it. Messmer himself also says this: "Mother, wouldest thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?" If his mother is indeed Marika, as we speculated earlier, he seems to be questioning why someone without grace, our Tarnished, should be able to become the Elden Lord. This further implies that he venerates grace and sees those without it as unworthy. And so Messmer represents a really interesting duality. On the one hand, his clear embrace of snakes and fire magic is blasphemous to the Erdtree, but on the other hand, he seems to stand on the side of grace and wants to kill those unworthy of it. But of course, there's just so much that we still don't know. Why, for example, is Messmer seemingly banished to the Shadowlands despite what seems to be clear devotion to Marika? How does Messmer relate to Mikola? I seriously can't wait to play the DLC and find out more. In any case, I hope this was interesting for you. Thanks a ton for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.